Hello. So, learning new words in another language is really difficult. And today I'd like to help you solve this problem. How do we learn lots of new words really easily and really quickly? So, if you're new to my videos, my name is Azren and I am a polyglot. I speak 5 different languages. And I also run a business that's called the Calgary Language Nerds. Our mission is very simple. We want to guarantee fluency. We want to make sure that if you want to learn a language, there is a simple, guaranteed, reliable pathway that you can follow that leads you to fluency. Right now, we primarily do private lessons, and also I make some self-study resources like today. So, as I said, learning new words in another language is really hard. So, how do we simplify that? How do we learn lots and lots of new words as quickly and as easily as possible? Well, let me share my screen and I'll show you a tool that I have made for you. This will work for basically any language, any widely learned language, I would say. Learn 1,000 plus new words fast using AI. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this link here. It's ChatGPT. If you're familiar with AI websites, you're welcome to use another one, but we're just going to use ChatGPT, and you're welcome to do that as well when you're following this guide. Let me switch my screen share. So when you click that link, it's going to take you to this website. You can log in if you have an account. You can sign up if you want to sign up. It is free, and it will save anything you generate if you have an account. I'm just going to stay logged out. So we have a blank page like this. What we're then going to do is go back into this document. You're going to pick your level: low beginner, low intermediate, high intermediate, or advanced. For this example, let's just pick low intermediate. We're going to copy this entire text. Copy. We're going to go back into ChatGPT. Where did my ChatGPT go? There it is. Okay. We're going to paste. Write a set of 20 low intermediate texts in, let's do it in, let's say, French, each around 500 words. You can change this. You can make it a little shorter, maybe 250 words. You can make it a little longer, maybe 750 words. That's your choice. I'm going to leave it at 500 for now. Using only words ranked 2001 to 3000 in frequency. So one very good idea is learning words based on how often they're used. And so at a low intermediate level, this frequency rank is a good rank to work with. Topics should focus on low intermediate topics, such as travel or personal goals. Ensure all 1,000 words get used roughly 10 times each throughout the 20 text set. So this part here will make sure that a lot of those words are reused over and over and over. That repetition makes it faster for you to learn. You're also welcome, by the way, in this sentence. You can change some of the topics. If you're like, I don't really like travel or goals, I want like a story, or I want whatever, you can change it. That's totally fine. Maybe you can change it. Use a variety of text types, including but not limited to stories, opinion pieces, or conversations. Include a translation of each text. You can say an English translation if you want, or maybe your first language is like something else. Maybe you're a Spanish learner learning French. You can say a Spanish translation of each text. That's perfectly up to you. Maybe we'll just say English for now. Let's see what happens when we click this. Looks like it's searching the web, which is interesting. Bam, here we go. We now have a bunch of texts that are being written. Now, what you'll notice is ChatGPT, it's pretty impressive, right? Like, wow, it just writes it just like that. Now, you will notice that ChatGPT often will just generate one text at a time. So if you look here, now it's provided like outlines. It hasn't written you the full text. He's kind of a little bit lazy. So what you can do, right? So what you can do is, he even says here, if you like, I can begin drafting these texts one by one, starting with text 2. Let me know how you'd like to proceed. It's like, continue writing. Then he'll write text number 2. Now it's some kind of a personal essay. He's going to keep writing. So you keep doing this, keep going, and you're going to get 20 texts that you can read. and they'll have English translations. This one's quite long, actually. It looks more than 500 words, if I had to guess, but maybe I'm wrong. Right, here's an English translation for you. That's being generated. So you guys get the idea, hopefully. Let's pop back into my PDF. Here we go. So we have different levels, obviously, as I told you. So it'll make things easier or harder. A couple of pro tips. Topics are not limited to the examples above, so you can adjust the themes to fit your personal interests or learning goals. Maybe it's emotion-based or hobbies or work life or whatever subjects. That's perfectly up to you. Text length and complexity. Sometimes you might think, ooh, that text is too long. Well, you can make it shorter. Say, instead of saying a 500-word text, make it 100 words, whatever. That's totally up to you. You can make it more or less complex, right? So maybe you can say, you know, a beginner text or a really beginner text or a super beginner text or a super advanced text or something like that. Reprompting ChatGPT. Sometimes ChatGPT will only generate one text at a time. So you'll need to write the next text to make it keep writing. Summarize each text. Do so first. Well, this is the big one. Like, so after you get a text and you've read it, summarize it, like out loud. You can do this alone or with a partner. It's perfectly up to you. And then even write a summary of that text. That'll make it really take this to the next level. And then read all 20 texts at your level multiple times. Again, the prompts are designed to generate stories, or texts rather, that reuse the same words over and over. So if you read the text multiple times, you'll get all this repetition with those words, right? So that's that. Hope that was helpful for you. If you want that PDF, by the way, that I was sharing, it is free for the time being. I probably will sell it at some point in the future. But for now, I'm just going to give it away. I actually want some feedback on it to make sure that the prompts are working really well across different languages and for different people. So I might adjust the prompt based on people's feedback. But if you want it, in the description of this video, there is a link to a form on my website. Fill out the form, say just in the description of the email, when you email me, just say, I don't know, vocab booster, something like that, vocab booster in the email body, and then I'll know what to send you. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.